Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm the fire chief, not the police chief. It's all right. I was invited here today to talk about PulsePoint, a revolutionary new mobile application that's designed to support communities that are working to improve cardiac arrest survival rates through improved bystander performance and active citizenship. Instead of relying on fate to place a CPR-trained citizen at the exact location needed, at the exact time needed, essentially requiring a witnessed arrest, the PulsePoint app is used to dispatch nearby CPR-trained citizens simultaneously with the dispatch of local paramedics, so that CPR can begin immediately and an AED, a defibrillator, can be reliably sourced. 1,000 Americans die every day from sudden cardiac arrest, making it a leading cause of death in the US. But many of these deaths would be prevented if CPR was initiated and an AED was deployed in the first few minutes after a cardiac arrest. Over the past 50 years, we've trained 300 million people in CPR. Yet today, CPR is only performed in 25% of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest cases. And worse, publicly available AEDs, the ones that you see in airports and schools and other places of public assembly, are retrieved and used only 1% to 2% of the time, primarily because lay rescuers don't think about them and don't know where to find them. Without intervention, a cardiac arrest victim has only about 10 minutes to survive. But CPR suspends time, essentially stopping that 10-minute clock and sustaining life until advanced care can arrive. I oversee one of the finest EMS systems in the country, and we have a response time goal of 7 minutes. Not much room for error. This excruciatingly short window of opportunity is exactly why most people do not survive a sudden cardiac arrest. Today, more than ever, citizens helping citizens is the only way for the chain of survival to truly work. I have only a couple of dozen paramedics on duty each day protecting about 155 square miles. But I have 17,000 CPR-trained citizens across that same area. That's quite a force multiplier. With the hands-only CPR that's being taught and promoted today, the technique is easier and more likely to be performed than ever before. This map shows the fire stations protecting this community. This happens to be Alameda County here in the Bay Area. The next slide shows this same county after implementing PulsePoint. You see the red dots, those are fire stations. This is now what that community looks like with PulsePoint. These are actual citizen rescuers with the app installed, standing by, ready to assist when needed. This is the force multiplier that I reference. In which community do you think you're safer, more likely to survive a cardiac arrest? A community that looks like this or a community that looks like this? When CPR begins and an AED is deployed in the first few minutes after a cardiac arrest, survival rates can approach 80%. Citizens who are trained in CPR simply download the free PulsePoint app and indicate that they're willing to assist if needed. When a 911 call is received reporting somebody needing CPR, the local communication center will dispatch public safety resources as they do today, but PulsePoint will also send an alert to nearby citizen rescuers, as you saw in the previous slide. By using location technologies that's built into today's mobile phones, the app only notifies those that are right nearby. When users open the message seen here on the left, the app provides them with the interactive map view on the right that indicates the rescuer's present location, the incident location, where the patient is located, and the location of all nearby AEDs. This is an actual activation report. The pin is at the patient location. You can see the citizens that were notified at the same time that the town's paramedics were notified. And you also see the public access defibrillators that are nearby. This is the app in action. You see the notation at the bottom of that slide. The 1,000 Lives a Day Twitter account publishes these activations in real time. There are several every day, and we're just in a handful of communities, just getting started. The PulsePoint app must be integrated into a community's 911 system before the citizen response capability is possible. The mobile app and the supporting infrastructure are made available at no cost to any public safety agency through the nonprofit PulsePoint Foundation. This is an AWS hosted service. So that's our big contribution to the summit and to the country, the ability to crowdsource Good Samaritans in communities across the US, to reduce the collapse to CPR and the collapse to defibrillation times by simultaneously dispatching CPR-trained citizens to those in need of CPR, to deliver patients to the emergency rooms that are still alive so they can benefit from all the innovation and interventions that are available to cardiac patients today. Tim, I want to thank you for your support from day one and your continued support. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the opportunity today. Say it again?
Ask people to install it right now.
All right, so it's available in the Android Google Play Store, also available in the Apple App Store. So very much appreciated. If you're CPR trained, get it installed, turn it on. If you're not CPR trained, get CPR trained. And if you need any more information, please contact me. Tim, thank you very much.